Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Powder Toy. It has been many months, almost years, since we have last looked at this game, and I think it's a nice thing that we should come back to now that we've done an awesome rebrand, now that we've got everything back under control, now that there's actually semi-decent editing being done here, and I think this would be a really cool series to return to. And I guess not really even a series, just a really cool game to return to see sort of what we can do in it now that we have all this awesome technology. One of the things I would like to note is that OBS does not like this game. Out of every game I have ever recorded, this is the one that OBS simply can't handle. It's probably because the NVIDIA graphics card decides to resize this to fit my entire widescreen. However, the game just simply can't live with the realization that that exists. So it just comes up in a weird resolution. So in post, I'm probably going to have to do some editing to make sure that this looks a-okay. And so what I've done here is I have already pre-printed a bunch of text on a computer simulation. This is called 8x6 line text display. It's a pretty cool application that I found sort of on the Powder Toy display, however that works. Sorry about the dogs barking in the background. It's very embarrassing. I don't mean for that to be happening. And so I've already plugged in DTA into this, and I'm not really sure how this works. I mean, like most things in the Powder Toy, I have absolutely no idea what's going on. You just click on this random stuff, and you're supposed to just blow it up or mess up, you know, just do whatever you really want with it. So this is the one thing that we're looking at right now. And so it says Spark PT CT above, wait for buffer ready to flash on between letters. So let's try adding the word ROCK Z, just for the lulz. So let's hit the letter R, and we'll hopefully see how this program works a little bit, or this computer works a little bit. So somehow goes through there and sends some electric signals, and then issues a bunch of commands to be sent, which goes through a bunch of other things, which goes through some fancy-looking computer chip and gives us the letter R. Awesome. I mean, that's pretty pretty awesome. So let's give an O, and let's go a C, and maybe a K. And let's see if we actually get something right. Yep, looks like we have a bunch of buffered things loaded. That's pretty cool how it does that. I see that it like inputs the command, and then it actually waits until the other one is complete before it begins printing the next thing, and then it determines that it needs to swap over to the next one. I have no idea how that actually works. So let's put in that typical Z for DTA rocks right there, because that's how you spell DTA rocks, with a Z. If you're spelling it with S, you are old school, my friend. You are super duper old school, and we don't live that way. But that's boring when we have stuff that works fine like that. So what if we want to go a little bit faster? So say we want D, and then T, and then A, and let's do the let's do the good old R right now. If I can actually find that on here, this is actually slowing me down. R, and let's do an O and a C. Oh, that's not looking good. We're backlogging this thing, and let's put in the K if I can find that. Maybe see if she. K, and maybe like a Z, and then let's start inputting a bunch of random things. Hopefully this thing doesn't overflow. It seems to be able to handle that pretty well. It just doesn't accept the next one. So let's say we just have a little bit of an accident, and we just click the power button where we probably shouldn't be, and we've ended up with a W. Well, that's pretty cool. I don't remember clicking on a W, but that's all right. I don't think that's an English letter right there, but we're gonna go with that. That's okay. We're making a word. It seems to have figured out something. Let's just activate one more thing. See what we end up with. Maybe it'll be like there we go. The letter 8, the number 8. Okay. So the new word that we've printed reads DTARW8. It's pretty good. I like that. I like that very much. And what if we just give a shot to the whole thing? Well, it looks like that there's nothing that can be done. Oh, what's happening here? I actually don't know. It seems to be sending a bunch of things through, and I'm not really sure how that happens. Maybe, it's an enter line. Oh, we can enter it to push above. Oh, I didn't know that. So cool. But I'm afraid I've electrocuted something else, because we've ended up with another really bizarre letter. So if we just shock the buffer into being kind of crazy, what do we get out of that? Does it actually give us a proper letter, or does it just kind of... see, there we go. We got a Y out of that. Apparently, just shocking different things gives you different letters. That's all right. See, this is something Y that looks like half a Z, or maybe like a half an arrow. What do these do? Does it actually give me proper? Is it a space? I think. Yeah, it's proper space. Awesome. And then I'm sure electrocuting this does not do good things for the system. I don't know what this is or what it controls, but I'm pretty sure I shouldn't be electrocuting it, and that's a-okay with me. One thing I always do like to add to these to make them a little more interesting is maybe find a little bit of a like an acid drip, and you know it's kind of just pour it a little bit on top if you can. Just see what it actually does to the system. It's pretty darn cool. I mean, it just kind of burns through it a little bit. Maybe it doesn't actually work at all now because we could have just, like, completely cut the circuit altogether. It's going to take me forever to find Spartan again. I haven't played this game in a while. Let's actually put in a legitimate letter this time, so let's give it the letter G and see what happens. All right, runs the signal, goes across, and goes through, and it begins to, I guess, press the enter button. That makes sense. And it appears that some of our words are getting a little bit cut off too. So yeah, not 100% sure on that one. Okay, let's try heating this up without blowing up everything. So I mainly just want to be heating up the circuit right here and not having this start on fire. So I think that might be a good point of concept to just heat this up instead. Okay, we've got that down. It's like a little bit of an experiment that we're doing right now, seeing that if electric currents pass faster when things are hot. I think this is pretty warm right now. Well, maybe not, because I'm not really sure what's actually warm about it. So let's put it at D and see what happens. Okay, that seems to be faster in my opinion. I would say that does appear to be faster. Maybe it's just my computer, but I don't know. Okay, let's put in like a bunch order. So a GH, just really everything that you can put in the space too. Oh, okay. Yep, things are getting funky. All right, what's happened? Okay, we broke something along the point, because now it's starting to come up with a random string of letters that doesn't seem to be ending. Oh, and it's begun to copy. All right. So I think what we have to do here is we just have to call in the nuclear bomb and just let that just deal with the system. That wasn't actually super effective because I don't think the nuclear bomb was built to take out the computer. Let's actually launch in something effective like a lightning bomb, I guess. Certainly not exactly what Donald Trump is using. Okay. Can't approach politics. Can't approach politics in modern day. I get yelled at. I'm sorry. Last time I did that, they yelled at me. They gave me a lecture. Please save me from YouTube. Let's take a look at some of the other things on here. I'm not actually sure what we went through last time because this game isn't being updated as much as it was. I remember seeing this picture of Eve like a million times, so I'm not sure if it's literally the same one or someone's just recreating it, but a lot of this other stuff does look scarily similar to the last time I played the game. Like, here we go, we have a fully operational nuclear reactor, at least I think, with like 100 million different controls. Apparently, this is a game that all nuclear engineers play at some point because it's like so many nuclear reactors on here. It's crazy. This space is basically like a nerd hub for people who are really into engineering, so yeah, I guess if you're watching this, then congratulations on being smart. Let's see how this thing works. Start reactor. Nope, that's not what we wanted. Nope, that's not what we wanted at all, actually, because we didn't add any material to it, so that's not how that's going to work. Let's go wait for the neutrons. All right, start fill. Awesome. All right, so we're filling it with deuterium. I'm not sure that's exactly how a nuclear reactor is supposed to work. Let's stop the fill. I think we may have gone that a little bit too far, but that's fine. Reactor pressure. I don't know what that is actually supposed to be doing. Heat on. All right. Hopefully that will be transferring heat now. Apparently it is cooling down our... Oh, no, it's sort of warming up. It's just balancing. Airlock. Let's see what this does. Okay, so that's done that. So let's make sure that those are closed. Maybe we don't want Rofus on. Rofus sounds like a crazy type of person. Like, Rofus is going to come in and he's going to blow up your reactor. All right, let's self-destruct. Why would you want that? That sounds awful. There's generators to turn on. There's cooling systems. Maybe we should turn that on. Okay, maybe we shouldn't turn that on. How do we turn that off is a good question. Off. Please turn off. Off, maybe? Off? How do I do this? I don't know how this works. Let's hit the reactor. All right, let's start it. Let's start it up. Let's see what we get. Oh, bam. Giant explosion of neutrons. That's not actually how a nuclear reactor works, because the nuclear reactor works by the decay, the progression and the decay of uranium or plutonium over time, which heats water, which then, is like converts water to steam, which then turns turbines. This is a little bit more of a unrealistic type scenario, but there we go. Let's turn on our cooling, I think. No, not cooling. We need the generators to turn on. Let's figure out how to turn those on. Okay, this might be the button we're looking for here. There we go. Look at that. Okay, well, that's not how that's supposed to work. But that's fine. Let's turn this one on, and let's turn this one on. So when that does happen, let's actually get the temperature to bump up here. Let's start the fill process. This is made of like brick and concrete and stuff, so that's not the safest thing in the world to be having done. Let's start the reactor. All right, maybe not start the reactor. You know what this calls for? This calls for adding our own neutrons, Because when we don't know what to do, we just do it the good old-fashioned way. There we go. Look at that. Awesome. All right, now we got Rofus on, so this is going good. Just the entire concept behind Rofus existing is just crazy to me. I don't care. Let's take a look at what happens when we open the outer airlock. Okay, nothing. Inner airlock. All right, we get some neutrons in there, and it looks like we've just made a little bit of molten stone. So let's open that other one, and looks like some pressure has come through a little bit. Looks like some pressure has come through a little bit. Okay, once more. Okay, no, not too bad. Both at the same time. Not good things. Not good things at all. Yeah, just leaving that open isn't boding well for us. Oh God, did we break that? No. Okay, we're all good. Look, now we got steam coming out of both of the water cooling towers and whatever this is. It's pretty cool, and the electricity is getting the maids. So let's lower the reactor pressure, whatever that does. I don't think that actually did anything. So I think we're all right. Maybe if you turn Rofus off, and we just start filling, then it explodes. Bam! Because you're not supposed to start that when it's filling. So yeah. Oh, that was a great proof of concept right there. We did a good job. We'll just walk away from that situation like nothing ever happened right there. And that was fantastic. Let's see, we got Below the Bridge 2, England World War II, Bunker Smasher. Lots of really fun things. Tsar Bomb Timed. All right, not sure what that one is. Let's actually take a look at that. Spark 3 times, so not sure. That's kind of vague. Normally that means the thing's going to jump out at you and try to kill you, but I promise I wouldn't do that to you on this YouTube channel, so definitely don't be looking at your screen anticipating that to happen in 5. No, just kidding. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not that mean. Okay, spark once. All right. Do I need to actually do it more than once, or is it? Okay. No, it's okay. All right. Not sure why okay. Not sure why I needed to do it 3 times. Worked once with 1. Let's actually try that one more time then. Well, let's actually spark it 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. All right. It's got 3 sparks. Let's see what happens. Right there. Okay. Sparks going down, going through. All right. You got a timer. Okay. All right. And any more exciting? Yes, there we go. Okay, I guess it was a little bit more impressive being 3 sparks rather than that 1. But if we put in 4 or like 8 or a million, so let's just hold it down. So like that. Is that more exciting too? Maybe. Let's hope, because I put in like 100 or 50, or someone's probably gonna slow that down and count. But looks like we almost actually started the thing to melt. But ooh. Yeah, I think 3 is probably the magic number on that one. I think too many isn't a good amount. But I'm sure if we do it all at once, I don't think anything bad would happen either. Like that, definitely not at all. That's the powder toy, essentially. At a glance, it's a game where you get to blow up stuff. I'll make sure to put the download link for this game down in the description if you guys want to play it. It's a cool tool. It's very old, if I remember correctly. It doesn't run well. Computers don't tend to like it. It runs at a 4:3 aspect ratio, which not every computer can handle these days if you're not running a 4:3 monitor. Windows 10 usually can handle it. If you have a GeForce, an NVIDIA graphics card, usually you'll try to upscale it to 16:9 by stretching it. But I'll have to see what I end up doing in post. So yeah, just have fun, play around with it if you want. It's a really cool, fun game to have. I really enjoy playing it in my spare time. And it's certainly something that I would recommend all of you to check out. I remember the first time I met this game was pretty much I was watching one of my fellow students, and he was playing this game. So that's a cool backstory. He actually made one of the outro songs on this channel very long time ago. I don't think any of those videos are still up anymore, but I'm sure if you actually went back to do that. Oh, the game's launching fireworks for me. That's so beautiful in that listed thing. Alright, so thanks for watching. If you guys want to see more of this, make sure to click that subscribe button down below. Say that we should revisit this in a future midweek special. Otherwise, give us a thumb and tell us how we are doing. Make sure you post that comment because we love to read them. My name is Steven Marqueteros, and I will see you guys next time.